In the last section, we got our comment box and our comment list components inside of our app.js file. Now we're going to move on to the fun part, which is to create a test file and write some tests around this app. Now in the past, we spoke about how Jest loads up test files. When we were looking at this diagram right here, we had said that anytime we start Jest, it's going to find any file inside of our project ending in .test.js. So you might think that's all we have to do to get started writing a test around our component right here, is to create a file ending in .test.js. Well, in reality, we get a little bit more decision-making capacity than that. You see, Jest ends up being very flexible in deciding exactly what test files it's going to load when it first gets started. So in this diagram right here, I've placed in green boxes all the different valid spec file or test file names that we could possibly use inside of our project right now. So these are all 100% valid. So I'm inside the components directory. Here's our app.js file that we just made. We could create a file called app.spec, app.test. We could also make a new directory inside this same folder called __tests__, and then create any file inside there. So we have a tremendous amount of flexibility in deciding exactly where we want to place this test file. Now in this course, we're going to follow the kind of decision or the nomenclature of creating a __tests directory. So anytime you and I want to write a test around a file, we'll create a folder in that same directory called __tests__, and then we'll place all of our test files inside there. Personally, I find that this leads to a very good degree of organization, and it makes it really clear when you're looking at a test file versus an actual implementation file. So for our first component of app.js, we'll make a new folder inside of our components directory. I'm going to call that folder __. So notice there's two underscores here, two separate ones, tests __, like so. And then inside that directory, we're going to make our actual test file, which we will call app.test.js. Now, just to be 100% clear, this file right here, we could have left off that .test.js. That is not required at all. We could have left it just like this right here. But now we have two files inside of our project that are called app.js. And for me personally, I think that's really unclear. So I really like to tack on the .test.js just because it adds more clarity to what's going on. So I'll do .test.js like so. Okay, so now inside of here, we can start to write out our test logic. To get started, we'll first import React and React DOM and our component at the top of the file. So I'll write out import React from React. I'll get React DOM from React DOM, and we'll pull in our app component as well. So app from up one directory, because now we're inside of the tests directory, so we need to go up one directory and then get that app file, like so. Okay, so that's a good place to get started. Let's take a quick pause. We're going to come back to the next section, and we'll start writing out the main body of our test suite inside this file.